Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Reynaldo, but you guys can call me Reynamations, and thank you for joining me for this wonderful video. As you can see, I'm clearly in the corner, and you're probably wondering, when is this guy gonna get down to recording? Today's theme of the day is obviously throw. I'm doing this thing every day where I will go about the list, little by little. It is actually the 10th day, but I'm in 1 day behind. I'll be also uploading a little bit late today, so actually I'll be uploading the very next day. Sorry for that in advance. Uh, let's get started with the drawing. I have this thing in mind where it's just a guy playing baseball. I have like a little sketch right here. I don't think you guys can really see it like that, and then you guys can see it's in the distance. Got like 2 thumbnails of it, and so let's get down to drawing. Let's see which type of brush I could use. This one's kind of I use for the fur. This one looks kind of nice, but go with this one right here. It's nice. Make sure you have your gloves on, everybody. You gotta have your gloves on every single time you draw, because for me personally, I have a display tablet, so that's why you can't see me staring off into the corner instead of looking forward at you guys all the time. I did see like this little trick that someone was doing where they went onto their thing and then they clicked on the, like, let's say capture or something like that, and then they just double tap it. No, that's not it. So click there, and was it maximize? Group selection, preview, full screen project preview. And obviously I wanted to like, oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Now you guys can kind of see, and I can see this way, and anything I draw here will get drawn over there. Let's go back. I want to make sure this way I can actually look at you guys more. I'll actually be looking a little bit lower. Maybe I should lower the camera. Yeah, that looks good. I don't want to show advertisements, so all you see is the top and the Puma. Okay. Yeah, let's get started with the drawing. This time around, I won't put the timer because I know that I won't have enough time to do the drawing. So I'm gonna quickly do perspective. I want a 1 point perspective. 1 point would be way higher than halfway point. It would be kind of like right there, and then afterwards, I'll just add lines. One, and all the way to it. So make sure to lock it. Most of the actions that will be taking place in this area right here. So that. That'll be the horizon line, and then the other one. Okay, I put hopefully lines leading to it. Maybe this was one of those 2-point perspectives. Now that I look at it, it might have been one of those 2-point perspectives because it's actually going up to the corner on me. Actually, it is 1 point. Let's try moving it out over. 1 point will be over here. Yeah, the character's gotta be facing this way, and then the other guy's down here. Something to do really quickly is have like a placeholder, just add this, do that, and add that head there, and then over here another head. They're gonna be about the same distance. Shoulder, maybe a back somewhere here. This is gonna be a very rough sketch. I'm not really paying attention to the details of it, and then obviously I'm just gonna go back and in, boom, and this up, and it'll be down here, and then this one's going down, and down, This is really cool to do, and let's turn down the opacity. Add another layer. This time I'm gonna do the 1 point perspective because I know where it's gonna be pointing at. If I'm pointing out right there, and then that way I could lock it and then have the perspective going that way. They all meet at that 1 point. That's the whole entire purpose of 1 point perspective. They all meet at that 1 point. I'm not really being specific about it in the bottom area. And then obviously middle right there, and everything else is just on that. Lines going across. This lines will give off the illusion of perspective. To give a little bit more spacing every single time. Yeah. Doesn't really need to have the same amount of spacing. Just as long as everything looks like it's getting smaller. The further down it goes. Okay. Now let's turn down the opacity on that too. Not too much. Almost completely. And now on top of everything, that's where we're gonna do our main sketch. Now we got our 2 characters. One's gonna have the head obviously somewhere here, and the other one's not. And so let's quickly do the rough sketch for the first guy over here. Luckily, unluckily for us, the lines are gonna be thicker, so it's pretty much just gonna be silhouette from back here. The head's gonna be right there. Maybe the head's kind of bigger. And it's gonna be blocking in out the silhouette. Maybe this guy will be staring at us a little. That could be right there. Let's see. Okay. Shoulders, like that. Pulling in a little. This arm is gonna be kind of like that. I'm gonna quickly just do those head, shoulders, body, opposite direction, twist, this line of action. This would be where it splits. This line of action will kind of cut off, and then the leg would be kind of like this, and then this other leg would be kind of like that. Maybe this leg is actually upwards. Just kind of like this. And then this other leg will be kind of like, instead of curving up like that, it'll be more straight downwards. And then the hands are gonna be kind of like that. Now if you put the shoulder, put the body, I'm focusing on the overall shape now. Which is good to focus sometimes on. The overall shape and body, the way that the form does, the line of action. You want to understand everything to a certain extent. Obviously, this hand doesn't go that high, it probably goes downwards. Perspective, and it goes outwards, maybe like that. How's that look? I think everything looks fine except this leg. This leg looks like it is too high. Let's see. If I was to put a leg, let me add like another layer and then imagine another leg. It will be from here, it will go down, that, and then across like this. No, it will face towards. Try to figure out the placement of the leg. Straight maybe? That looks fine, but maybe the entire leg needs to be twisted, moved to the side and twisted about. Maybe this portion needs to get selected. So the perspective it gets smaller, and obviously rotate. Not that much of a rotation. Not that small either. How does that look? Maybe randomize this leg area right here. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. And then I'm just gonna fill it in all, like that, like a giant silhouette. I'm not trying to focus on the details of the character off in the distance. I'm trying to like focus on the, even though he's the one that's throwing the ball, I just want to make sure I get the right shape across by making the silhouette and everything. Afterwards, the rest is all history. And then you can take the same brush and then just turn the opacity out, and then it's kind of like an eraser. Almost. And then I'm just erasing part of it. Maybe merge both this layer and that layer, and erase that portion. The foot. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Although the foot kind of looks small. Maybe it's because normally I would put it out this way. Like that. Let's try that instead. Yeah, I like that. Kind of like it cuts off this. And understanding the perspective of everything to a certain degree. Select, let's see this leg, move it in, rotate it maybe. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Maybe grab it all, rotate it a little. Oh yeah, that's what I needed. I just need to rotate it so the head kind of aligns. Maybe this guy's kind of small, I like big in, so kind of like that. He's slightly bigger than this guy, that's why his head is above the horizon. And then afterwards, I'm just gonna focus on doing the base thing. The base is about the same size as this cube area. Oh yeah, that's looking a lot better. That means that the ball would normally go to this direction. I'm not a huge baseball fan, but that's like the first thing I thought of when I heard throw. I thought of throwing a baseball, and just grab the circle tool, and what I'm gonna be doing is grabbing this tool just to do certain shapes, at the top part of this, and the rest could be done with the ruler tool. You could just align it, pick a spot somewhere off in the distance, kind of like that, and then just make it line going from point A to point B. Then what you do is just move it around until you get to the second point you want, and point A to point B. And it looks nice. Then afterwards, you take that, close it off, make sure that it looks like a bat. Sometimes bats don't always look perfectly like that. They kind of have like this shape where they go from big to small, like this. I should have not done this lines right here, probably. Cut it off right there. Maybe I'll bring back the ruler tool and then just move it in a little bit. So then I got a eraser pen, and see, it doesn't really align, but sometimes it doesn't necessarily need to align. I just take that and just move it over, probably about like there. And then take away the ruler, erase a little bit of that, make sure to go back to the pen, and then just gonna be doing this sort of shape. It goes from the bigger one to the smaller one. I want to pick this to the lasso tool, I think it was called. It allows me to do this lasso around when I'm erasing or drawing, so then I can refine my line work. I'm not trying to be perfect about it. So, maybe I'll help this hand going like that. This sharp kind of like this. It goes up a little. And just here and there. Boom. I'm not trying to be perfect about it, but do as best as I possibly can to get a nice result. Okay. Okay. Now the reason why I did this is because I kind of like the bat, but I feel like it needs to get moved. So I'm gonna quickly select it all. And then just rotate it until I get it to the right spot. And skew it if I need to. Rotate it. I think that's about the right spot. And then afterwards, I'm just gonna select all of this, and then just press back. Select all of this area too. And press back. that area too. And voila. Now we got a nice silhouette for the area that we want our hands to go in. Or not our hands to go in, our hands will be going in. And here is where our other hand will be going in. Taking this into account, fingers also, make sure we put them on where they belong. We put some of the fingers so they don't always look the same. With thumb maybe up here. And have the thumb peeking out a little. I'm trying to be perfectionist about this, I don't know why. Now we need to. Okay. Now that we got this whole entire pose across maybe a shirt, belt. Gotta keep in mind the form, body. So right here, we go like that. And then this part goes like this. And the arm. And wrinkles. Because that's where the shirt kind of tucks in. And then this is where the hat will go. The little cap. Most baseball players have to have like some sort of cap to represent their team. Also for, if you have an outfit and people want to dress like you, then people wear that outfit and they pay money for that outfit. They'll pay money for that outfit. So now this person has a hat. I think the hat should not be this big. It probably should be smaller, more closer to the head. Shape that I like I've had it before. Yeah. And make sure at the brim, the hat. What else? Here. Here, there, and that. I'm not trying to be very nice about the face, but I'm also not trying to be very ugly about it. Do kind of animated shot. Seems like this shoulder's way too high. This other shoulder's kind of low. Isn't it? It's not just me. Hopefully. Yeah, according to that, it should be kind of like this. According to my understanding of how shoulders work. And then this would be the crotch area. And this would be the butt area. And color up the hair. I don't add any colors to most of the illustrations. I occasionally do, but I try not to, because it's supposed to be inking. I'll follow some. Oh, that's where I went wrong. The hand right here. There. Now, based upon this, there should be another shape right here, and that will be a really quick shape. It will be kind of like if I add a circle there. Maybe a little bit higher. Maybe actually add like a very not circle, but kind of like that shape. And right here will be where the other guy is at. So that will be another layer above, and that will be just straight up filled with black. Maybe this guy will have some sort of lines that will indicate this. Just one at one side will be fine, and then a shoulder up here, kind of like a hand over here. That's what I want to have, like a silhouette of a hand. Yeah, that looks fine. And obviously, you know, you want to have everything in perspective. You also want to have everything done very nicely. Pushing up some of the lines. Okay. Okay, now we're talking. Put some hair there, and you know, a little cap area back here. Let's take the rough sketch out of the way. Fine. The rough sketch, we don't need any of that. Well, actually, we do need the perspective, so we can get this line right here. Go to there. There, and there, and there. And then over here, I can have someone off in the distance. Just little markers in the distance, and maybe I'll have like some line right here. This will be where the bases will be at. So if you go follow this mark, that will be right there. This is where the basis is at. And from here it will go down. Oops. Like that. maybe further down like that. Yeah. Now if I take out the perspective, that's what I got. Maybe I'll put like an extra marker over here. Very low. Why so low? Because this is where the crowd is gonna be at. And what we could do for the crowd is that we're gonna be selecting a certain area, right? We're gonna be selecting everything from here to here. Yeah, that's fine. And then we're gonna be basically going a layer above it, but also making sure that we don't select this back, right? Actually, you know what? It would be better if we just take the yeah, that works. And then afterwards, what we could do is go to the selection, go for that one, go for negative, and then just take away all that. No, maybe add it then? Yeah, take away. Oh, take away. I picked to add. Okay, now I take away all that. Now it has the right selections, and then from here we can also take away this circle area right here. There. I'll take away all that from the selection. And then now that we have everything selected, what we could do essentially is just get the get this. It's like this little dot tool, like this one, and then just okay. But we're gonna use it with the that. And then what we're gonna also do is turn down the opacity. No, make it more gray. And then we're just gonna quickly lock it, and then just pass it over towards the middle, and then make it even lighter, and then pass it towards the top. And then slowly go darker. Darker than that. Darker than that, I guess. What we're trying to do is have like a smooth transition from really dark to not too dark. And then actually what we could do is unlock it, go to the eraser, which we did have earlier, here. Make sure that we scale it up. Scale eraser up, make sure that it does erase 100%. And I'm just gonna erase some of the top parts from it. Because I don't need this baseball field to be so big. If anything, that's the right size. And then afterwards I go back to this brush maybe and do that. No. That. And a little bit of both. Then everything from here up is pretty much gonna be what's it called, a gradient, because that's the sky. So we can make sure that we pick certain colors. I want it all to be gray, so very light gray will be up here. Actually, you can do this technique where you add another layer, but make sure that you have that, and then light gray, slightly darker here. For this one, I'll do the selection.
Infinite power.
Okay, if that doesn't work. This is gonna be a very tedious job. And then afterwards, for shift, click, click. Shift, click, click, click.
Infinite power.
And now I have everything that I want selected. And bucket tool that. Make sure I am in this layer. And this layer is gonna go underneath all of my work. So it's not affected. Now, and also, what I could also do for this is have a transition color. Like that.
Infinite power.
Like that. Now, I noticed that this kind of has like this all on. What I could do is just pass it around so now that lines everywhere. That also gives like this little kind of cool effect to the picture. And I think that's gonna be it for today's picture. I'm not gonna go into a lot of details with it. If anything, I just erase here and there. And not very detailed, like I said. It's gonna be roughing out some shapes, cleaning up here and there. And I think I'm just gonna post it like this. It's not like really bad drawing or anything like that. I can definitely see this for an Inktober piece and think to myself, that was actually not done really badly. What else? This were supposed to be people, but they kind of look like something else. I don't know what they're supposed to be anymore. But as long as you get the point, I get the idea of what it's supposed to be. I guess that's good enough for me, right? Also, you know what? I'm gonna do a really quick trick. Okay, now we got a belt. It's more noticeable. Probably the hat can have like some sort of weird logo there. Maybe I'll have my logo on it. Kind of like if I add it onto the new layer and then just paste it like that, and then go back to the eraser and turn down the opacity just so I could see where the hat ends and where it begins. This guy plays for me, and get this selection, rotate it around, make sure it fits the hat a little bit more, skew it, maybe get it tighter, that's it, and boom, voila. Yeah, that looks really cool. Now he has my logo on his forehead and my logo on the side. Thank you all for watching, and if you did like this video and you would like to subscribe and other things like that, you know, make sure to subscribe. If you did like it and you want to see more content like this, ring the notification bell for more, so then you can keep up to date with it. Also, leave a like if you did like it, and leave a dislike if you dislike it. Please comment down below. I do check them every day, and then I do comment every day to anybody that has commented on any of the videos. So if you just want to say something, or if you just want to say hi, and for any reason, you know, feel free. I'll say hi back, and then we could be in a hi war, like the poke wars for what's it called? Facebook, when they used to have poking. It's kind of like that. Anyways, thank you for joining me today, and have a good one. Bye.